All right, what's up, Bean Apple Nation? Joe, John, and Jim, we are back again twice a week for our prediction shows. We got NFC North. If you missed the last two, we did the AFC West and the NFC West last week. So if you're a fan of those teams, go back, check those out. And always make sure that you like the episodes so they get more attention because they deserve more attention. So, with that, NFC North today again. So, Green Bay, Lions, Vikings, Bears, oh my.
Welcome to the Bean Apple Podcast.
Belichick. I mean, I text him all the time. He just doesn't answer.
Somehow got mono. God knows who he was making out with.
Somebody had given me 2 tickets to a check-in, and I had to run into a store. Came out, they broke my window, and they left 4 more tickets.
Oh, like I said, Chicago, the Bears. We're going to hit them up. That was bad. Sorry. Duh, Bears. All right.
Bears.
All right. So additions: Desmond Trufant and of course the Red Rocket, Andy Dalton.
Yeah.
Massive pieces there. They lost Kyle Fuller. They lost Bobby Massey on the line. 2 pieces that are going to hurt a little bit, and the nice pieces. Their draft got graded really high. And John, you love Justin Fields. Everybody that's watched the draft show knows John's love for Justin Fields. But they also struck gold in round 2 with Tevin Jenkins. That kid is a animal. Like you watch the highlights of him putting players in the friggin' seats. I mean, just offensive linemen that just barrels people. So I think their first 2 picks were really nice. Justin Fields is an upgrade over any quarterback that they have or have had since the creation. I guess like the talent level that he possesses, you can't deny it. I don't know if he's going to be a good quarterback, but his athleticism is by far makes him by far a better quarterback than they've had. I guess since he's got Trubisky's speed and running ability, but a much better arm. Right, and just a natural athlete. So, great pieces there. So, a couple of the things with the Bears that stand out to me is how long is it going to take for Fields to get on the field? Right, will Fields get on the field soon, or will it be later on? I mean, I think it's going to be a waste for him to sit behind Andy Dalton. I don't think if he looks equal to Andy Dalton, just put him in. When we're going through training camp, we go through preseason. If he's out there and he's putting up similar numbers, roll with him and let the kid learn, because all you're doing, we talked about this last year, is you're wasting that defense. That Chicago defense is really strong. And you're gonna waste it with Andy Dalton, and you're gonna put Fields in when it's too late, when that team is 0-4, 0-5, 1-5, something like that. And then you're gonna throw Fields in. Then he's got to start learning. It just doesn't make sense. If you're gonna do it, just do it and let him have at it. So that's the huge things. And with that defense and the start that they had last year with no quarterback, and they were in it. They were in the playoff conversation for the first half of the season. They were playing incredible with nothing. So if Fields gets in there with that defense, with the running game, with Allen Robinson, if Cole Kmet can take that step as a tight end, the number 1 tight end last year, this team could make a playoff push. That's all I got. Go ahead.
Interesting.
Take it away.
So a couple things. So
like shocking, interesting, or like out of your mind, interesting.
Just a little shocking. and Alex, I gotta agree with you. Zimmer has to be on the hot seat this year for Minnesota. Absolutely agree. So to the Bears, so who's going to start at quarterback, like you were saying, Joe? Dalton or Fields? I have a feeling you're going to see Fields if the Bears start slow. You got David Montgomery at running back. They signed Damian Williams away from KC, and they still got Cohen. So decent running game. Of course, Allen Robinson is playing on a franchise tag. Yep. Mooney, what a pretty good rookie year considering who he played for last year, and he had like 60 receptions. So rest of the offense, they got Bird from New England, and like you said, Kmet. But Jimmy Graham had 50 catches last year, so not too bad. Their defense is always, full of absolute studs. They probably cover a lot of bad play by that team, and they have. and they're honestly wasting that talent away on D. And Santos is a great kicker. I hate to say it, but Santos is a really good kicker. So they got a pretty reliable guy that can kick up there in the Windy City. So, a lot depends on Andy Dalton. He didn't really do much in Dallas last year when he was given the opportunity. And never mind win-wise, but putting up yardage like Dak did, while he was still in there. He didn't even come close to Dak. And, again, kudos to his agent because he got paid $10 million last year and I think $10 million this year. So, hey, good for him. A guy who's not going to play very well or very long. Again, I think you see Fields a whole lot sooner than later. They get a pretty ferocious first half of the season. And I think we see Fields sooner than later, like I said, but boy, I hope not too soon because if he's not ready and looking at some of those defenses they have to go up against, at least the first half of the season, they may be in some trouble.
Yeah, no doubt that like you said, the first half is difficult for them. And, I haven't heard anything about Foles either, right? I mean, have they said anything about, because there's some talk about, there was some talk about him maybe getting traded to Indy, taking over for Wentz. And, Dallas, there's a lot of talk about maybe Prescott's not ready. Maybe his shoulder
Philly.
is. No, maybe Prescott's shoulder is more than they're saying. I was reading that today. And, so somebody's got to go. They're not going to hold the three of them. So, I agree, Joe, that, get Fields on as soon as you can. What are you wasting time with either one of the other two? You could flip them somewhere else and get something for them. But, I think that first half, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games. The first 8, I mean, I got them winning 2 of those. I think they actually take a step back this year. So I have them going backwards this year. Yep.
Okay. So it's interesting. So I think like we were discussing.
Right. You don't even know if you want to have him. He was a MVP of the Super Bowl. I don't know what we're doing with that guy.
Yeah.
Well, and I guess he asked to be traded too. He did ask to be traded. So,
right. Are you going to play me or not? Right.
Right.
Why not just sit and make money though? I mean, honestly, why not sit? You're not going to see the field.
No, to me, if you're going to get traded, trade me now so I can get acclimated with the new offense. I don't want don't throw me over there unless they're doing that as a way to not have him be able to compete well against them. I don't know.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Well,
anyway,
they might end up just releasing him when we get closer to the start of the season as well. So
right.
Yeah.
But I think the first 3, those you got the Rams, Cincy, and Cleveland at the Rams at Cleveland. I think week 4 you're going to see Justin Fields at the latest.
Mm-hmm.
This week 4 you got the
That'd
Lions.
be the perfect game. You're right. That'd be the perfect
Lions,
game.
and then you got the Raiders. 2 games to kind of get acclimated, and then Green Bay at home. Tampa, San Francisco, Pittsburgh, Baltimore. That 5-game stretch is going to be brutal. But if they pull a couple shockers out of there, this team could be absolutely turned around because the back half is a lot softer. With you got
the Giants.
Oh, please!
There, you got Minnesota twice.
Giants.
Yeah, Giants are an easy win.
Yeah.
There. So.
Sure.
Anyway, all right. So the Bears.
What's the Giants' record in Soldier Field? I think it's not that bad. They're good.
Well, it's.
I can remember winning some playoff games out there. We're good.
It's Daniel Jones quarterbacking though.
Oh, that's
anyway. All right.
That'll be a
Bears,
bum fight January 2nd.
8 and 9 is where I have them sitting. So they're not making that playoff, but they're going to be right there in a lot of games, and I think they're going to be like last year. That defense is going to surprise a lot of games where we're sitting here going, how did that happen? It's because Khalil Mack destroyed the quarterback. And so that's where I'm going.
So, looking at their record last year, they were 500. They were 8-8. They only scored 280 points last year. They scored less than they gave up. I mean, they scored, less than they gave up. They only gave up 298 points. 298. That's friggin' insane.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. I was really on the fence with 8 wins or 7 wins, but I'll tell you what. The more I look at that schedule, and I pulled it up again, I have to go 7. Because there's just some games they are not going to win. It may be close. They may be better. But Fields is going to have – I mean, every rookie has issues, except for Justin Herbert last year and Baker Mayfield. That cringes me. Hurts me to even say that. I mean, but he had a pretty good rookie year. So looking at that, and the Bears are just – I don't know. I'm going to say 7 wins. I won't keep talking about them. 7 wins.
All right, 7 wins.
Right. And listen, there's no guarantee, I don't care when Fields comes in, that he's going to perform.
Right.
He may get smashed in his face over and over and get knocked down and throw the ball away and fumble. And you don't know. You just don't know what's going to happen.
He could
Especially
look like
when
an
you
Ohio State quarterback.
Yeah, he could. You're right about that.
Don't you dare talk about my Justin Fields like that, damn it.
Yeah, Ohio State's not that far from Chicago, but
I'm buying a Justin Fields jersey.
But you get those muddy Soldier Field games, wet, misty, freezing, ice. There's nothing saying he's going to perform in that. So I have them going backwards, and I have them lower than both of you. I have them 6-11. I don't think they do. I don't think they do. So you said what? 7 and 8, right? Both of you?
No. 7 and 10. Sorry.
Yeah.
No.
8 and 9.
Oh, 8 and 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm going 6.
And Michael's absolutely right up there, even though I don't know who Justin Fields is, but I'm
Who's
still
that
confident.
guy? Who made that comment? Who is that?
I don't know.
Do you follow football?
Nice.
All right. Pretty straightforward.
Yeah. All right. Well, that wraps up the NFC North. So we'll be back with the AFC North on the other side.
Which should be a good one.
That's
going to be
a fun one to break
That's
down.
going to be a fun one. That's going to be kind of tough.
Yeah. Well,
I'm looking forward to that
division.
one.
We go from this division to that one with a Bengals team that's no longer a laughing stock in football. I mean, that's going to be interesting. We have to see if Justin wants to come on, talk about his Bengals.
Oh yeah, yeah. Let me reach out. Let me reach out to him.
But yeah, definitely going to be a fun, hard fought division again, the NFC North. But yeah, we'll do it again on Thursday. Thank you guys for coming on. Thank you for chatting. Alex, Michael, thank you for always showing up. Travis, if you're still here, please, if you're watching this afterwards, hit that subscribe button. Please continue to help us grow. Set that bell to all and make sure you come back Mondays and Thursdays as we continue to ramp up for the season. So with that said, for John, for Jim, I'm Joe. We'll see you guys on Thursday. Later.
Yep.
Peace.